Hello, hello. We are live. It's so exciting to be here again. I haven't been for a while, so super happy to see you guys. And today we are talking about neurodivergence and Kundalini. And specifically, we're talking about the anger release ritual and about anger and why is it in our body and how to let it out. Yeah, so I'm gonna invite my lovely co let's see what happens. So yes, hi Bianta, Rose, hi Dylan, evening, hi Liv, welcome.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you. I am so super excited.
Same. I can't wait to hear everything and just talk about all this. It's gonna be good.
I love your poster, what you did. You put like yourself in the black and me in the white, like
Yeah,
black and white. Like, ooh, the bad and the good, or the dark and the light. Ooh.
I thought that too. I was like, I'd like your shadow self, and but it felt right. It felt right. Uh,
Right. Welcome everybody. So people just joining. Excellent. Thank you so much for joining. So I'll just say my healing journey. Timmy is here. Munir, Jan, Haley, mom of 7 girls here.
hey.
Sophie Gouveia, Dylan Ruby 0911, Igbianta Rose. So you guys, welcome. And I mean, it's your story, Liv. Do you want to tell it? And I
Yeah,
mean,
I guess so. How we came to be talking about this ritual. I think I've been going through my own Kundalini journey with Amanjot, and I had a lot of rage come up, and I've dealt with a lot of ADHD, autistic rage already before, and it kind of feels like you just don't know how to get it out of you. It's so overwhelming. And so I reached out to Amanjot and I was like, how do I get this anger out safely? Because it just feels too much, I think is the only way I could describe it. It feels scary. It's like such a shadowy part of ourselves
yeah.
that we don't talk
Anybody's
about.
here. Sorry to interrupt. Anybody's here, guys, who are present in the live. Anybody can relate to what Liv is saying. You know, feeling anger, overwhelm, and like there's nowhere to put it. Please put it in the comments, and we'll let Liv carry on the story.
Mm. Yeah, no, I'm sure many people can resonate to that electric feeling. And yeah, I just felt like there was something wrong with me, and I was going to stop doing my practice because I just couldn't deal with the rage. And yeah, and so I reached out to Amanjot, and she started speaking through these rituals. I'd already practiced with some somatics, but this one was really powerful. So yeah, it led me to share it on TikTok, and surprisingly the TikTok went super viral. And yeah, so I think it's time we talk about it and help as many people as we can.
Super. And did you get the million views on TikTok?
Yes.
You
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
It was so
That's
vulnerable to
incredible.
share, actually. I kind of didn't want it to go viral. So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm crazy.
And it's interesting how things like that resonate. I mean, you just shared your vulnerability on social media and it resonated with so many people. And thank you for those who are um, commenting, you know, that they can resonate. And yes, of course, like it's a daily struggle we have actually, you know, having the overwhelm, having the feelings of anger, having the frustration, having the just feeling inadequate and feeling like, oh my God, there's something's wrong with me. I'm feeling this. There's something strongly wrong with me.
Mm.
So if you feel like that, if you just comment in the comments, that will be great because we want to make it interactive. We want to serve you guys, and you know, the more we interact and the more you interact with us, then the energy will flow and it will be the most beneficial for you as well. Yeah, so I mean, anger is an interesting thing, isn't it? Yeah, we kind of feel, I don't know about you, but I personally felt that I cannot express it. It was not okay for me to express it. If I was to express the anger, then I would be confirming to people who, the haters, or I don't know, to my parents, that there's definitely something wrong with me, that I am an outcast, that I am a black sheep, and like everybody's so kind and so gentle and smiling all the time. Like, why am I like this? Yeah. So we've got a comment from Haley. I also have autism and feel this daily, but I see this a lot with my 7-year-old daughter, who is also autistic and ADHD. So, do you want to share anything about the ADHD and being a woman with living with ADHD, Liv? Do you want to
Yes,
share a
there's a
bit
lot of
about that?
stigma about it, and especially in England in particular. I mean, I think women are very much told to stuff it down. So it's amazing if your daughter, you're saying she's autistic, it's amazing that you've got this awareness about her anger, and helping her to express that is gonna be amazing. But I think with ADHD, we process emotions differently. We feel it 10 times more. We react to it a lot more because of our prefrontal cortex. It doesn't work in the same way. So it has this thing called emotional flooding, where it feels like it floods your whole body. So a lot of the time, natural normal therapies in the West, they don't work as well because they tell you to sit and think about the feeling and be in your head. Whereas I found a lot more somatic practices that we're going to talk about, where you feel it in your body and you release it. It is energy, it's energetics. Especially if you have ADHD, you want that to move through you, not keep it all in and push it down. So in a roundabout way, that's my experience and my knowledge on the topic. Yeah.
I was thinking about what you shared. I mean, I've heard this from Liv before, and I just feel that being ADHD is like nature, self-preserving. Basically, we have come to this earth, if you believe in this philosophy, theory, a format, or that we live here on earth and we've come here before, and we incarnate again and again and again. We're going through the same kind of cycles. But imagine having this anger in generation coming down through the generational line into the generational tree, and now it comes to such a catastrophe that the nature said, actually, I'm going to produce human being with this frontal cortex in such a way that they cannot hold the emotions in. Simple as, like, period. I have had enough. If humans are so intelligent, inverted commas, to hold it, excuse my language, crap inside, it's like, sorry, but it reminds me, like, somebody commented here that they also hide it in themselves as well for years, and they pushed it down, they pushed the anger down with food and still doing it. And that's what I think I connect to food in terms of, imagine you eat every single day, at least 3 times a day, okay, twice a day. You eat in the morning, you eat at lunchtime, you eat in the evening. Now imagine you ate and ate and ate and ate and ate. And that wasn't just 1 week. It was 4 weeks, 1 month. It was 3 months. It was 12 months. It was a year. And like, I'm 47. I say you've ate for 47 years and you never went to toilet. What's going to happen to you?
Yeah.
Exactly that is going to happen. And that's what your system is releasing. Your system is like, I'm sorry, I am not made for just taking things in. I am made I've been made to take it in, give it out. Take it
Mm.
in, let go.
Mm.
And that's why we have, the digestional tract, it's in and out,
Mm.
through one
Mm.
pipe. um, and the same with emotions. People think it's only to do with food, but actually emotions, it's the same principle. You take it in, you give it out. Like Newton
Mm.
said, energy is not coming from anywhere, not going anywhere. It's just transforms. And emotions are very much the same. If we're not to express our emotions, then it's going to stuck in us. It's going to stuck in our body somewhere. I mean, it's so common that when we feel upset or we feel emotional, we want to eat. And so we put something in our stomach, so our whole system is busy with digesting the food, but not digesting the emotions.
Oof.
Yeah?
Yes.
How does that resonate, guys, with you here on Instagram? Can you tell me who has food issues? That could be food allergies, intolerances, bulimia, any other food issues.
Mm.
Let me know. We can go into that a
How
little
does it,
bit.
I know I can imagine how it relates to eating disorders, for example, bulimia and wanting to get those emotions out. So you're sort of like purging to get the energy out in a physical way. How does it relate to allergies? And I think you said food intolerances. How does that relate to emotional energy?
So any energy, when
Mm.
it's not flowing,
Mm.
it gets stuck. And it gets stuck in those energy centers. But even before it gets stuck in the energy centers, it gets stuck in your auric field. So your auric field is your magnetic field. Yeah.
Mm.
And we communicate with the world and with other humans through the auric field first.
Mm.
And you know how in COVID they said, oh, you have to be 6 feet apart from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Your auric field is exactly 6 feet
Oh, wow. I didn't
wide.
know that.
So basically, we were told not to interact with other human beings through the auric field. It's like, when you're passing somebody on the street,
Yeah.
and even before you aligned with them, you kind of start to sense what that person is about.
Yeah.
Somebody's coming from behind you, and you kind of
Mm.
get like, there's something behind me. That's
Mm.
your auric field is interacting, and you are sensitive enough to feel it.
Mm.
And so things manifest in your auric field way, way, way before they manifest in your body. And when
Yes.
they manifest in your body, then this is basically your body's looking into your face and saying, mate, you've got to do something about it.
Yeah. Now, yeah.
Yeah, no way out. And every interaction that we have with the outside world is through our response mechanism.
Mm.
And so how do we respond? First of all, we respond with the body reaction. So you eat something sweet, your body goes, mmm. You eat something bitter and your body goes, mmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So different reaction. Now, if you put in your body, and that's not just food, if you put thoughts in your body, if you look at something like a TV program, a film, or you go to cinema, you watch something that is getting a reaction from you, you can be reacting to that. Yeah, you're listening to something, you get a reaction to that. Somebody's touching you, you're reacting to that. So all the six senses, including your intuition, all the six senses are always interacting
Mm.
with the outside world.
Mm.
And so one of the simplest one is the food, is when you put it in your body and your body says, actually, this is not good for me. And because we're not listening, because we're so busy in the head, we're like, I'm too busy. I'm just going to shove something in so the body stops complaining about being hungry or whatever.
Yeah.
Then there comes a time when body says, actually, you've been shoving me down for so long. I'm no longer going to take it. And I'm
Mm.
just going to give a massive reaction. And so that, again, that may not happen in a lifetime. That may happen down the generation. So, for example, if that
Yeah.
was, say, a granny used to eat too many potatoes, and then her granddaughter or grandchild has an allergy to nightshades,
Yeah.
it's like, wow, it's actually generational reaction to that particular ingredient.
That's so fascinating as well, what you said before about lineage and then having someone who has a prefrontal cortex that can't push down their emotions. Because I have so many allergies as well, and it's like maybe, and I know a lot of neurodivergent people do as well. So it's almost like they really, you really can't hide anything with neurodivergent people. It's gonna come straight up. So yeah, that's fascinating. Hmm.
Yeah, the times of hiding is behind us.
Mm.
I don't know if you know about acquiring age. Who have heard about acquiring age here, guys? Can you please comment? Just put plus if you've heard about it, plus put minus if you haven't heard about it. And Aquarius, age of Aquarius, basically is the age when all the secrets come to the open. So everything becomes transparent. It's like you go online, you can find information about anybody, anywhere in the world. You can find information about addresses, you can find informations about people, even their bank account, even their like intimate information. And so in that age, when everything becomes transparent, everything is speeding up, nature is just naturally wants to clean it up. And I mean, we talk in detail about it. We have a whole like weekend on that on the teacher training,
Yes. So
as
good.
you remember. Yeah. But in short, is basically is the age when everything becomes unraveled, cleansed, purified, so we can then move into the golden age. And golden age is when we were so deeply and closely connected to the divinity
Mm.
that we didn't have to hide. We were accepted exactly as we are. So if you go back to like Adam and Eve, those two human beings, they didn't have any clothes, they had a little leaf over their genitals, and they were just in the Garden of Eden, just enjoying themselves all the time. There were no trouble, no suffering, because the divinity and them were one.
Mm.
So we're going back there.
Thank goodness.
Yes. And so we need to purge. We need to purge massively. And how many different modalities come to life? Even 20 years ago, if I've never heard about sound bath, I was like, what's a sound bath?
Yeah,
And
sound.
now you can have a sound bath every week if you wanted to. Or like I've never heard of Kundalini yoga. Like some one of my students, they said Kunilingus yoga.
Oh
No, 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 no.
no!
It's not that. It's not that. But that was hilarious.
I've never heard that.
So
So funny.
yeah, who is here? I've heard about Kundalini yoga. Just put a yes in a comment. And if you haven't heard, then put no, and we can tell you a bit more about it. Yeah, so basically, times have moved on so quickly and, so much change. So, yeah. And we encourage to open up more.
Mm. Amazing. So I feel like I've written on my questions. Do we need to explain a little bit about what Kundalini is in order to explain the ritual, do you think?
We can do. I haven't seen people saying no, they haven't heard about Kundalini. I've just had two answers that said yes, they have. So
Okay.
who have not heard about Kundalini yoga? Do we need to go into that, or we can just skip it? If you can comment below, please. And so we can, we can. I mean, how did you come to this, Liv?
To the
How did you
ritual
come
or
to the
to
Kundalini?
I had a lot of fear when I first heard of it, and I kind of turned away from it a few times. I didn't realize that I'd been channeling Kundalini or practicing it by myself um, naturally, is that the word? Without knowing what it was. And then, yeah, I got led down a certain path, and I ended up in a breathwork, holotropic breathwork situation. And I just kept hearing the word Kundalini, and I was like, what is this Kundalini? Like, why do I keep hearing about it? I don't want to do it. It sounds scary. Um, but yeah, and I couldn't stop writing it in my journal. And so, yeah, I came straight back to where I live now. I typed into Google Maps Kundalini near me. There was no Kundalini practitioners except for Amanjot, and it's like a 5 minute walk away from where I live. And I was like, oh my God, I have to go. So I
Meant to
literally
be.
messaged you like straight away. I found you on Instagram. And yeah, absolutely loved my session with Amanjot, had some crazy dreams and just felt super aligned. And you were like, hey, I've just started teacher training. You
Yeah, you
should
were
come
straight
on.
into it, weren't you? You
Yeah.
you you missed the first module, but still you were like, "No, I'm ready." And Liv actually did a meditation recently from the book, from the manual. I
Oh,
don't know,
yeah.
do you have a manual to hand to show people? But Liv did the meditation and she texted me saying, "Oh, is it okay? I did this meditation on page so and so." I'm like, "What is that meditation?" And she described it and I was like, "Oh, yeah, the advanced one." And you felt okay with it, did you? So she hasn't even finished the training. Anyway,
I just follow the intuition.
so that's really cool. Now there are some people who said yes, they haven't heard of about Kundalini. So let me explain to you. And yes, it's true. Kundalini finds you when you need it, when you're ready, because it's a teaching. Okay, so there are different Kundalinis out there. Okay, and please beware that danger in Kundalini is that if you take substances and then you practice, you may leave your body and not come back. So Kundalini is very specific. It works very, very quickly, opens up your chakras, opens up your meridians, opens up your channels, and opens your awareness, moves you beyond the limitations of the mind. So the mind is everywhere, but our awareness has the capacity to go beyond the limits of the mind. And Kundalini is the energy that sits at the base of your spine. It's like a coil. Kundalini translates as the lock of the hair of the beloved. So it's very poetic and it's beautiful. And the energy in itself is feminine. It's Shakti energy. And basically it's the energy of your potentiality. So we were talking on one of the rebirthing sessions that each human has a capacity of 30 nuclear bombs. Imagine 30 nuclear bombs. If you had access to that capacity, imagine what you could do. And actually, I don't know if you felt that already, Liv, but I've been practicing Kundalini for over 16 years. And even I am surprised and amazed on how much capacity I get. I hold a part-time job in Southampton. I have 3 children. One of them is diabetic. I have a husband. I breed Siamese cats. I run trainings. I run retreats. I take people to India. I have clients for personal consultations and healings. I would have never been able to do anything like that. It's not because I'm workaholic. I used to be. I'm moving away from that, but I have the capacity. And it's when you do what makes you feel happy,
Mm.
when you move beyond of doing something you have to do to
Mm.
survive, that mindset of survival and just like everything is so hard and so heavy, moving into the capacity of actually things can be enjoyed
Mm.
in all directions, in all aspects, and you just do things that you love, and there's so much love coming out of you
Mm.
and so much energy, and you kind of re-energize yourself. Is a very weird thing because it's not something you kind of conditioned to as you grow up, but it really is possible. It really is possible. And I actually look, you know excuse my gray hair, but my face looks pretty much the same as maybe 10 years ago.
Mm.
So I'm not aging in that sense, and my health is staying really good. I've healed my thyroid gland recently. So, I mean, so many magical things happen because your body has the ability to optimize itself and to heal itself. We just need to step out of the way for it to do its job.
Yeah.
Did I answer your question about Kundalini, guys? Is that clear? Let me
Beautiful.
know in the
Yes.
comments.
Turn the light on. Okay. Can see. That's better.
Yeah, can you see? Can you see the comments, Liv?
Um. Yeah. Oh, I should put my glasses on. That would help. Kundalini finds you when you need it.
Oh, you can. Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. It's quite small, but I see it.
Yeah, it's quite small. I don't know. I'm now like, which one is it? Do I
Maybe
have
I
to
need to
put
do
them
a
on? Do I
kriya
take
for
them
my
off?
eyes. Yeah. Heal my eyes.
And there is a Kriya for that.
Yeah. Please do that
Yeah.
one.
So Kundalini also, just to say, Kundalini, as taught by Yogi Bhajan, was brought to us from the into the West, yeah, from the East, from India. All the teachings, all yoga teachings came from area of Tibet and India, from
Mhm.
Himalayas. Now, um, that specific teaching was preserved because nobody shared it. It used to be given from the teacher to disciple, very secret teachings, because it gave power. Imagine, I don't know, 1,000 years ago, to all the slaves, somebody came and said, actually, you have the power of 30 nuclear bombs. Slaves would run away, right? There'd be nobody to to control. So that teaching was secret because it gave power to people. And our master, he had a download about 50 years ago that he has to come to the West and share the teachings. And he did it risking his life because everybody was following him. There were people trying to find him and kill him for spreading the teachings. But our master felt so compassionate about all the Western people suffering that he just wanted to make it better for us because he knew that we all deserve a happy life, happy, holy, and healthy life. So, has that explained enough? Do we need to go deeper into Kundalini, or you guys understood? Oh yeah, the main point is, so that energy that sits in the bottom of your spine, base of your spine, it can raise, it can rise. And so there are practices that do just that very, very quickly. And guys, if you want to, I can do a little practice with you now. It's just a little breath, and yeah, and you will feel it. Just a little, like couple of minutes meditation, or even 1 minute. And it's just like, it's fun. You know, what's the point of me talking here and us with Liv talking here if you cannot experience it? And that's actually also the point of Aquarian age, is that people will only remember if they can experience it, because
Yeah.
knowledge is now obsolete. You can find knowledge online. You don't even have to go to library for that. You know, somebody can preach and preach. It's not going to be used, but if you experience it, then you will know.
Mm.
And one of my teachers, he always said, if you feel, then you know. And that's when we go back to the body and go back to that experience of being with your body and being sensual and listening to your body and what your body wants to express, and allow it to do so.
Mm.
The problem with the expression and the problem with the expression of anger is that you have stored so much of it that if you start expressing it like in front of other people who are not used to it,
Yeah.
they're probably gonna send you and section you because they're
Yeah.
just afraid. People
Mm.
are afraid of anger,
Mm.
but
That's true.
anger is sacred. Anger is an element of fire, and you guys know that with fire you can cook a dinner with fire on the fire, but you can burn a man with the fire as well. So it's not the fire that is a problem, it's how you use it.
Mm.
Okay. And sacred anger is absolutely beautiful. It's a motivator. It gets the job done. It awakens you, and it pushes you forward. And if you can channel your anger, and I don't know if you probably know that if you felt angry and you've eaten all you could, but it's still there, you start like cleaning something up or tidying up, or you want to paint the whole house red or whatever. You know, there's so much energy in you. You're like, oh, I could put it to good use.
Mm. Mm.
So we need to get into the habit of expressing ourselves daily
Mm.
on every moment and expressing your truth. Truth doesn't mean just the positive. Truth doesn't mean that I'm expressing only what people want to hear from me or what people want to see from me. Truth means that if I'm angry and I'm outraged now, I express it. But you
Mm.
can express it by shouting at another person or scream and yelling at them, or you can express it very sternly and calmly. And
Mm.
oh my God, they will receive it,
Mm. Mm.
you know? And
Mm.
anger also protects your boundaries, you know? If somebody was pushing onto you, you'd be like, hell stop, you know, and you will raise your voice and you will put your hands out. You need anger. Anger is important.
Mm.
There's nothing wrong with anger. And can I just tell you guys, all of you who is listening now and who'll be listening in the future, there is nothing wrong with you. Literally nothing wrong with you. The God, universe, creation didn't make a mistake creating you with so much anger or so much whatever else. You
And
perfect as you
yeah.
are.
And I love that, and especially with autistic individuals, because we get overstimulated so much more. We have so much more to process. We're much quicker to anger, and the way that we express our anger, which comes out a lot as stimming or that kind of thing, if you don't let it out energetically, then you're going to end up having way more public meltdowns, way more shutdowns, and shutdowns are worse than meltdowns because you're internalizing the energy and the anger and basically aiming it at yourself instead of outwards, and that's what's going to make you really, really sick. I used to have a lot of shutdowns before I went and learned how to express it outwards. And actually, sorry, that's my cat eating my food. Oh my gosh. Sorry. So yeah, so it's really important. So making me angry. No, he's not.
Yes, you were like, oh, I got my anger. No, this is my food,
My
Zorro.
boundary.
Don't you dare.
Oh. Okay, you can go. Carry on. Sorry. But
No, you
yes.
were onto something. Yeah, go on.
But yes, I was just saying it's just really, really important because sometimes when you're autistic and you want to express your anger, it's you can't channel it in a verbal way. It's going to come out energetically and physically. So that's when it really helps to know that you're not too much. It's okay if people think you're weird if you have to like stim in public and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, who feels they have a lot of anger in them and they would like to release it? Can you please put a plus in the comments? And we can share a ritual with you how to do it. I don't want to just give it to you because I can. You know, it's like I give you something that you don't even want. It's not going to be used, right? But if
Yeah.
you're really interested and this is going to be useful for you,
Yeah.
then by all means, you know, we have one plus. Anybody
Yeah.
else needs it?
Yeah, when I needed it, I felt like I would go insane otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we got two pluses. Any more bets? Any more bets?
I need this right now because my cat is driving me insane. He's like testing me.
Okay, we got four pluses. Okay. Right. So this ritual is simple, but it's weird at the same time. And that's why yogis used to do it in caves. So nobody could judge them and they didn't have to worry about watching live. They didn't have to worry about the consequences or reactions of people who will see them. So what you need for that ritual is one long stick and quite a sturdy stick. Liv, did you find the stick in the woods
I did.
when you did it?
I did.
And was it perfect? Perfect stick?
It was perfect. It was divinely given.
Okay, perfect. So I would like you to close your eyes now, everybody, because I want you to visualize it. That's how you will remember it rather than just looking at us and whatever. So visualize yourself going into the woods and picking up a perfect stick from the ground. Has to be sturdy, has to be longish stick that could withstand 100 beatings. So you find a stick, you find a cozy place in the woods, you squat down, meaning you are on your feet but you crouch down. Okay, you crouch down, you have the stick in front of you with your two hands, and you have to beat the stick onto the ground exactly 100 times. At the same time, you will chant the mantra Har. I'm just going to put it in the chat. H-A-R. Har. So Har means creative potency of the universe. And as you beat like Har, 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 Har. Now, this will work with your first, second, and third chakra, which we probably don't have time tonight to talk in detail, but just quickly, your first chakra is your survival and belonging to a tribe. Second chakra is your relationship with the world, other people, and yourself, relating to the other. Second, that was second. The third chakra is your fire, which is your anger your motivator, your projection, your penetration into the cosmos, into the future, and also your powerhouse. And so you're beating the stick, har. You're pronouncing the mantra har. You're evoking that creativity, and you're also using the muscles of your lower abdomen to pronounce it, because that's going to take a lot of effort to do. And as you do this, that energy will start to move and things will start coming out of you. And if you need to like rage, just do it to the ground and to the stick. To the Mother Earth, it will be like a massage. So you'll be massaging Mother Earth with a stick. She'll be grateful for your attention. But yeah, but tell us, Liv, how it was for you. It's a great exercise. It was given to me by my teacher. It's an old kind of, it came through the Mexican women. Mexican women used to do this, but I mean the source of it is all the same. So Liv, can you share a little bit for those people who just recently joined? How did you feel? How did it go when you started the exercise, the middle and the end of it?
So you can go watch. I posted a video of it on my Instagram if you want like a visual of like what it looks like if you need that extra visual. For me, it felt like at the beginning, probably like I had like a hand around my throat, I would say,
Wow.
and just like burning in my stomach and body. And just like really racing thoughts as well. I feel like when I get rage, it's like a swarm of bees in my mind a lot. So that's what I was feeling before. When I was doing, I put on a Kundalini song with the heart, heart, heart to keep a beat because I knew I'd probably go off beat. And I kind of like that audible stimulation. I think it helps me get in the flow. And it felt freaking amazing, to be honest. Felt really good to have permission just to whack the ground and be feral. And I felt like I think you'll see in the video I fall over a couple of times because I'm hitting the ground so hard. and and I just keep going, and it felt shadowy, to be honest. I think I felt a bit of shame right at the beginning of expressing that. It might as well be because of being a female. I just feel like it's got some kind of shame attached to it. And then once I got past that, I then felt like I needed to scream like a lot. It was bringing up a lot. Like it felt like it was like pumping that action. And then you can see in the second half of the video, I just scream and scream and scream. But it's coming from my stomach. I'm not screaming from my throat. It's more of like a guttural scream. Yeah, and then afterwards, I felt like I had just laughed for 20 minutes. I just felt like so light. I felt like, ah. Yeah, it felt like I just laughed with my best friend at something ridiculous. That's how it felt.
Oh. You felt lighter. You felt like you've released all that, I don't know, garbage and what you were carrying. It was like pulling you down
Yeah.
and pressing on you. And imagine it's like you're carrying this case of poo on your back. Excuse my language, but this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
We've accumulated all that poop from our generations, and God bless them. But they standing behind us and they cheering us up and saying, "At last, somebody started to release this stuff." Because
Yeah.
even our parents, our grandparents, they were not in the habit of releasing anything or even talking about
No.
problems. It was like stiff upper lip and that's it.
Suck it up.
Especially suck it. Oh my God! Even like bring the consciousness into the words.
Yeah.
Suck it up.
Suck it up.
How awful!
Mm.
Awful! Absolutely awful.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, I mean, we could talk more about how it's all in England, and every nationality and country and traditions are different, and it has some karmic imprints on it. So some areas are heavier than others, and some families are heavier than others. But
Yeah,
trust me, everybody needs a release. It's like
definitely.
brushing teeth, and it's like going to toilet. It's a normal everyday stuff.
And
So
again, like especially for autistic ADHDers, I'm so passionate about this because their anger is so huge. I know that a lot of families extradite them. A lot of families kick out their autistic children because they can't handle their anger, because they can't handle their own anger, and it scares them. So I think this conversation is really, really important to, because once you understand your own anger. The other day I went into the forest and there was a man there, and everyone looked really disturbed. And I had my headphones on. I didn't realize I was walking towards him, and I took my headphones off, and he was screaming into the trees. And everyone was like scared of him. But I don't know if it's because I'm okay with my own anger now. I was like, good for you. I didn't feel scared of it at all. I was like, he has to
exactly.
release that anger.
Exactly.
So,
Yes. And someone just commented, makes amazing practice to release it. Reminds me of heavy wood chopping work. Well, exactly.
yes.
We used to do this. We don't. We're just pushing buttons now. All very civil.
So true.
And what you say, Liv, about importance of releasing that anger so you not get triggered by anger of other people, that is so, so to the point. Because the reason why people reacting to you, even raising your voice, even saying something sternly, or writing an email or a message reminding people to do something and saying like, well, I have already asked you twice, people are gonna get really peed off about you saying it. It's like, oh, who thinks she thinks she is? She's already reminded me. Because people are looking for a trigger to release at least a little bit. And unfortunately, the release is going to happen onto the people who are in our vicinity, in our close proximity, like our friends, our family members, our children, our loved ones, because we can no longer hold it in, because we're like, we just blow out. So imagine life when we all go to the woods and find a stick and beat the hell out of the ground with. But that is a conscious action because you're also chanting hard. So it's not just like headless reality. You're doing it consciously, and you consciously focusing on releasing that. So that's going to have a profound effect
It's
because
true.
you're giving it space. You're giving it space and you're making it, excuse me, sacred. So yeah, and just like meditation was never in in people's even minds, and now look, meditation, yoga, it's everywhere. Like yeah, it's so common. So maybe, just maybe in 10 years time, it will be very common, people going out and beating the hell out
I
of
think
the ground.
so. I really hope so. I had a lot of comments of women being like, "Oh, can I come with you? Like, would you hold a group retreat where we can all go to the woods together?" And I was like, "Yes,
Wow.
absolutely. How amazing would
Wow,
that be?"
that would be amazing. A little groupie of people with sticks and har har har. That's incredible. I'll come to that. I'll come
Yeah,
to
we should do
that.
it.
We should definitely do it. Yeah.
Um,
At least when you do it with somebody, then yeah, you have a little bit of a security blanket that
yeah.
you're not the only mad one here. And who
Yes.
cares? You know,
Yeah.
it honestly, who cares? Because if something makes you feel good
Yeah.
and you're not harming anybody,
hmm
it's
Why the hell not?
perfect.
And to be
Yeah.
honest, I didn't care because I needed to get it out so much. I felt like I would be sick if I didn't. There was that much anger in my body. No one had made me angry, just to clarify. It was just
It
too
was
much of it.
coming up.
It was
Yeah.
subconscious stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I took I'm guessing my daughter out of school for this reason, to allow them to unmask. And I have been doing Kundalini practices with my daughters, and it does help. We do the I'm happy one. Oh, the I am happy one. It's amazing. Oh, I love
Yes.
that.
Yeah. Good stuff. Ah, excellent. So, yeah, so Kundalini is a powerful practice. Kundalini yoga and meditation is a powerful practice which allows you to release subconscious poop, subconscious crap.
Yeah.
And basically, it frees the space. Imagine you free the space, you've had all this whatever that you don't need, and it's poisoning you from inside. It's taken space. You also waste a lot of mental energy to keep it hidden because, like, oh no, oh my God,
Yes.
if someone sees this, oh, I'm done.
Yeah.
So you have to put a lot of energy to keep it safe and kind of hidden. And imagine just releasing that, having the space, extra space,
Mm.
and also a lot of energy will come back to you because you won't be wasting that energy on keeping that pile in one place hidden.
Yeah, and I think if this is speaking to you as well and you want other Kundalini practices, I know I'm doing one at the moment. It's called the Lung Kriya, and it's basically an exercise. There's a part in it where you breathe, you're doing breath work, and I can feel, even during this, I can feel it, like the anger and the grief from my chest being released. And I did notice today I feel a lot lighter, and I was like, why do I feel this way? But I think it's I feel a lot less angry. I have to say, it's nice.
Perfect.
So
Perfect.
yes, anyway.
Yeah, it's exactly. And that's what Kundalini Yoga does. And trust me, I've been doing it for over 16 years. And when I've started, I have had so much anger in me. But I thought I was such a lovely person, full of anger. And now I can teach and sit and watch 28 people. Last time we've had a workshop, it was 28 people doing an exercise and getting really angry. And I was like, oh my gosh, 28 people are angry at me. And I'm not taking it personally. It's fine. So you have to have that capacity to then give it to people or even just hold the space for people. If your daughter, if your loved one are getting enraged, getting mad at you, you can still stay neutral because that's their shit. Excuse my
Yeah.
language. It's not you. It's nothing to do with you.
Mm.
You might be triggering them, but it's triggering something in them.
Mm.
And so they need to deal with it. Yeah?
Coming with fire is never the way as well. If you can be the water, then it's going to solve a lot of issues for everyone.
Yes, yes, you can. But then you might not want to. You might just want to keep your neutrality and like, well, I can't help everybody. You
Mm.
know, sometimes you can just stay in your neutrality and be a mirror so
Mm.
people can see how deeply they've been triggered and let that whatever come out and unravel and escape and let go, which is also quite
Love
healing.
that. No, I love that. I love that a lot.
Yeah. So how is this feeling in everybody's body? Would you like to comment to let us know how this sitting with you,
And
how
is
this
anyone going to
makes you
try it? Is
feel?
anyone going to try the
Yeah.
ritual?
Who's going to try the ritual? Give us a plus in the comments if you're going to try a ritual.
Oh, give us a fire emoji.
Yeah, go on. Fire. Fire or a plus emoji. Whatever tickles your fancy. Oh, imagine those like Instagram videos or TikTok videos, people going to the woods and hitting the ground with a stick, like, and they would just repost each other's. Oh my
I love
God.
that. I love it. The rage.
Charlotte says she'll definitely try it.
Oh yes.
Charlotte, we're looking forward to your video. I mean, you can go try without a video if you don't want to be recorded, but if you do at some point, I'd love to see it. Hannah Lumi said plus, so they're gonna try it. Wow. We're definitely gonna have a groupie, hey?
I would love that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're here in Brockenhurst actually, Liv and I. So there's plenty of woods in here.
Yeah.
And in a late morning or early afternoon, there's hardly anybody in the woods
No.
because all the dogs are walked and it's just ponies and the woods
And dear.
and deer. Yes. Oh, Haley says she's gonna do it. Super. So we might have to do a retreat.
That's
Beat the
great.
hell out of the ground retreat.
Great. Oh, thank you so much for doing this, Amanjot. Honestly, it's been a pleasure. I love speaking with you.
Oh, it's been such fun, such fun. And Haley says she'll film it. Perfect.
Yes, do it.
Perfect.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Some people just joined, but you guys, sorry, you probably missed the most of it. But yeah, just rewatch it again. And
Yeah.
we've been talking about many things about the emotional release, about the neurodivergence, about the anger. And yeah, I mean, benefits of that little practice. I mean, how long did the practice take you, Liv?
Ooh, maybe 10 minutes, but at the end, 10 minutes with a little 15 minutes with a little meditation, because at the end I went and I did like an inner child meditation just to check on what was going on internally as well. So yeah, 15 minutes.
I mean, that's great, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
if it was 10 minutes just for hitting the ground,
Yeah.
11 minutes, and you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it doesn't cost you anything. That's another thing. We've just shared this absolutely incredible practice. So please don't let it go to waste.
Yeah.
It's golden, and try it and free yourself. Yeah. Another interesting thing about Kundalini is the reason, because you asked me that, Liv, haven't you? Why is Kundalini dangerous? Be-
Yes.
and you know the answer now?
Because it means that no one can control you. Hey, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna be a teacher trainer.
Yes, because you become so liberated and you become so self-aware and you open up your own governance over your own body, over your own life, over your own decisions, and then you become free. And then you're not going to take somebody else's words as a gospel. You're going
Mm-hmm.
to say, like, hang on a minute. I'm going to check in with myself. I'm going to check in how it sits in my body. I'm going to feel how my heart is feeling. And then I'll act on what my heart is feeling, not on what somebody else is telling me, you
Mm.
know? Charlotte is saying, I'd love to know some more, maybe for the busy mind to help to quiet the noise.
Yes.
Pig Chop, sorry I was late on, but what I've seen has been fascinating. Thank you both. Oh, that's incredible. Charlotte, so I could share, meditation for busy mind, but maybe we'll do it, excuse me, another night. There are so many things out there that can help, but normally how I give practices to people is I feel into the group, and we can do it here online, but I just need a bit more time, and we've kind of almost run out of time now. So I will feel into a person, I will feel into the group, and I will give the practice which will release that tension in the body. Because I work from Satnam Rasayan healing space, which is the space of the inner silence and meditative awareness. And it just works incredibly. I think you've practiced that as well, haven't you, Liv?
Mm.
Yeah. Igbiante Rose says practice abhyas in Sikhi means consciously remembering and meditating on Vaheguru with love and devotion. It's about connecting the mind and heart to Nam, not just repeating words. Yeah, so the awareness of the pronunciation of the words is important.
Mm.
Okay, oh, there's more, sorry. In Sikhi, repeating Har Har Har, Nam Simran, is not a ritual, but rather a spiritual practice, okay? Ritual usually means doing something mechanically out of habit or tradition without understanding. Yes, I know what you mean, Bianta Rose. I know what you mean. Ritual, yeah, it's like automatic. We do it because we have done it. But when you bring consciousness into ritual, you know, like you're brushing teeth every morning, you're not even present what you're doing. But if you bring your awareness to like, okay, I'm brushing the first top on the left. Okay, I'm brushing the next one. You know, oh, I'm brushing the side. Oh, I'm brushing the top of the whatever. If you bring consciousness to every single movement and action and chanting and the chatter you do, then it changes the whole thing
Mhm.
because you bring in awareness into that moment. And that's when the ritual becomes a spiritual practice. So we can bring it back. We can inject energy into it, stop the mechanical process and bring the awareness. And that's what actually Kundalini yoga does. It brings awareness to your everyday things, like how you eat, how you cook, how you changing nappies, how you go to toilet, how you clean, how you drive your car, how you recite, what programs you watch, what kind of content you're reading, what kind of content you're putting out. So all of that, it's not just yoga on the mat. It's when you can take that yoga into the world. How you get out of bed, how you go into bed, how you make love, how you care for another, how you care for yourself. Like I can I can go on forever, but it's bringing awareness to each moment of your life. And what's even deeper, bringing awareness to each breath of your life.
Mm.
Because we breathe unconsciously, we don't appreciate the breath, but breath is gift, and actually it's priceless, and it's been given to us for free, absolutely complimentary. Yet we don't appreciate it, we don't trust it, we don't take it in fully because we don't trust, and so we don't engage fully into life because we cannot take it in fully. So we're like, oh, I'm only going to take a little bit. I don't want to be engaging with this because I'm scared. I don't want. But that's another topic. There's like so much more to discuss. And by all means, comment if you're watching this later, or if you have to go, comment underneath this video with topics you want us discuss, and we happily do this, and we'll do some little practices in our lives, that in an Instagram live, that you can feel better in like 1 to 3 minutes. Your whole awareness will shift and you will alter your state of being, which is incredible. You don't have
Mm.
to do 20 years of asanas and other yogas. Kundalini yoga is very fast, very effective. For
Yes.
people like me who doesn't have the time.
I literally, even as you know, my favorite one is the heart devotion one. It's like 11 minutes, I think, and afterwards I'm like, my whole day's changed. I love it.
Incredible,
Hmm.
incredible. Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah. So there we go. And yeah, Igbiandero said also about har har har. So it's a way to overcome anger, ego, and other negative emotions by aligning yourself with Guruji's light. Yeah, and Guruji is basically a guru. It's the teacher that takes you from the darkness into light. Yay. Thank you so much, guys. I absolutely love being here. And thank you, Liv, so much for initiating this. And thank you to your anger because it made it all happen.
I have more if you want it. That's so true. What an alchemy this has been. What a transmutation of rage. Wow. Yes, very true. Mm, that's something to think about, isn't it? Something to leave
Yeah,
us with.
yeah.
Mm,
Thank you, guys. Lots of
thank
love.
you.
Have a good evening.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.